Warning: the following content contains a lot of spoilers. If you don't want to get spoiled, feel free to click off this video and watch a different video of mine. You're free to come back here after you completed the anime. Viewers' discretion is advised. Gosh, this anime made me tear up. It was worth it since it was a beautiful anime and I had never experienced it before. But I will say what I want to say later on in this review. So let's get right to the introduction. Shoujo Shumatsu Ryoko, also known as Girls Last Tour, is based on a manga series made by Tsukumitsu. It spanned over 6 volumes and 47 chapters. The anime series was released in 2017, lasting for only 12 episodes. It was animated by White Fox, and they are well known for animating animes like Steins Gate, Re:Zero, and Akame ga Kill. Since we got that out of the way, let's get right to the review. The plot starts with two girls named Chito and Yuri, and they both travel together on a Kattenka to gather items and survive day by day. Throughout the beginning of the anime, both girls are in the lower level of the ruins. They find old rations, encounter statues, and tanks. They end up meeting a guy named Kanazawa. Kanazawa is a guy who dreamed of mapping the city he's in, but unfortunately, his map was destroyed and he later disappeared, never to be seen again. The last thing he gave to the girls was a camera that he would hold. In the next few episodes, the girls continue their journey in the ruins, and they meet a woman named Ishii. Ishii is a woman who has been trying to build an airplane to leave the city and find more survivors. Chito and Yuri both helped Ishii build the airplane. It did work at first, but moments after takeoff, her plane fell apart. Ishii did survive after she had a parachute, but that would be the last time we see her. Later on, the girls go through military facilities to learn about the war and how it ended humanity. In the last few episodes, the girls make it to the higher levels of the ruins. They would enter a place where self-operating machines will continue to work despite there were no humans. There would later be a creature named Cut, who would follow both Chito and Yuri throughout the rest of their journey. As the girls climbed higher, the world became more isolated and quiet. But Chito and Yuri still find some happiness by sharing food, listening to music, and watching the snow fall. The anime ends when more creatures like Cut appear to tell the two girls that they are the only two left in the world, meaning that the human population is gone. And Chito and Yuri end up moving forward in the quiet end of the world. Wow, what a way to reveal the plot. Let's move on to the animation. The animation is pretty solid. I love how White Fox chose to animate this since it was fitting for an anime like this. The background is detailed beautifully, the colors are used perfect, and the chibi art styles for Chito and Yuri is cute. So yeah, thank you White Fox for animating this anime. You did a great job. Let's move on to the opening and ending themes. The opening and ending themes are pretty good. I will say this, the opening is peak. When I first listened to it, I remember hearing it when I used to play a lot of Osu, but I didn't bother to know it was from an anime. The ending theme is also peak. Opening and ending themes that sound like them would be embarrassing to listen to, but this time, no. One last thing I forgot to mention. They are both sung by Chito and Yuri's JP voice actresses. So yeah, let's move on to the voice acting. The voice acting is perfect for every character. Chito's voice is pretty calm, which is expected for a character like her, while Yuri's voice is wild since she's a cheerful and playful character. Since there isn't a lot to say about the voice acting, let's move on to the pacing. The pacing is slow, but it doesn't matter to me since this is a short anime. The slow vibes in this anime is a good choice due to how you are following how it's like living in a post-apocalyptic world war. Needless to say, I like the pacing for this anime. Now let's go to my final review. Time for my final review on Girls Last Tour. For the first time in the series, I am placing Girls Last Tour on Please Watch This Immediately. Since this anime made me tear up, I'm going to give it that. Right after this review, I will be rating the manga since I heard a lot of positive things about it. So yeah, time for my outro. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. And also, please follow my Twitter and Twitch account. And please subscribe to my video on demand account if you want to see my past Twitch streams. So yeah, this is Enjeru signing off.